Hi there. Today I want to talk to you about a group of words that are extremely important to know in Esperanto. In English, we have who, what, when, why, where. They all start with WH and they all mean a question. Well, that's handy and good to remember, right? And we even have a few words like what, that, when, then. But we don't have which, which, who, thu. Right? It doesn't always work. You don't have a TH series of words that always mean the specific answer to the WH word, right? In Esperanto, however, we do. We have a whole series of words just like that, and they're called the correlative table. See, there are 5 beginnings that you could possibly use. Ki, ti, I, chi, neni, and they mean what, that, some, all, none, okay? And then you have 10 endings. A, al, am, e, en, el, es, o, u. Now, when I learned the language initially, I was taught there were 9 endings. But just yesterday when I started working on this lesson, I saw a list that had 10 endings, and it separated e and n. And I think that's actually kind of smart, because the en ending can cause a lot of confusion if you aren't taught about it really specifically and shown the differences between these two. And so, you know what, if you're going to use both words, you might as well think about them separately so you don't intermix them incorrectly. Now let's blaze through these because there are a lot to cover. That's 50 possible words we're looking at here. A ending. Type, kind, sorts. Treat them like adjectives here. Kia, tia, ia, nania, and my personal favorite, ch-ch-ch-chia. Treat them like adjectives. They can have a J at the end if you need to make them plural. They can also have an N at the end if they're describing a noun, right? Or they're the object of a sentence. Kiai pomoi bon gustas. What kind of apples are tasty? Mi shatas neniain floroin. I like no kind of flowers. I was never crazy for flowers. I confess that nothing left me colder. I could watch a daisy for hours, and all I'd feel was several hours older. Bye-bye, birdie? No? No one? Okay, well, never mind then. So you want to answer the A ending words with an A ending word, okay? Kia pomo, verda pomo. What kind of apple? A green apple. You see, verda, green. So that's a good way to remember that too. Next up, we have the AL ending, al. That describes reason or motive. Kial, tial, ial, chial, nanial. Why? That reason. For some reason, for every reason, for no reason. Kialo, if you add an O at the end, that literally means a reason as a noun. Tial also in a way means pro tio, as a result of that. But, or you could even say do means like therefore, but this is a little bit stronger than saying do mi iris tien. Instead of just saying therefore, you're saying like for that reason, specifically. Ial she ploras. For some reason, she is crying. Oh no, she's crying. She's so sad. All right, so if you see the al, now the way that I taught myself this and remember this while making flashcards is al is the beginning of my name, Alex. And one of the first things people always ask when I mention Esperanto is like, why are you learning this? Like, what's your reason for doing it? So I was like, all right, well, you know, this and this and this. So I just got used to, all right, first thing they ask is, why is Alex learning this? Why? Alex, why? All right, there you go. So al ending is good to know. Next up, this one's pretty easy to remember. Time. AM. Well, that's easy to remember because AM, PM. That's time, right? Kiam, tiam, iam, chiam, neniam. When, then, sometime, always, never. Neniam, diru, neniam, de nove. Never, never, never say never again, never. James Bond film, 1983. All right, cool. Kai mi ciam amos vin, right? And I always will love you. And I will always... Whitney Houston. Yeah, you got the idea of that one. All right, cool. Next up, E as an ending. Place, location, kie, tie, chie, ie, nenie. Where, there, somewhere, nowhere, everywhere. Tie, li mortis. There, he died. Do you know anyone who died in 1917? Any famous people? I can't think of any, but maybe you can. She lojas ie. She lives somewhere. Okay? Now, I want you to remember this here at the bottom to help you separate E from the EN ending. E equals existing. when you live somewhere, you're kind of settled in. You're in one location at a time. I'm living here now. I'm living here now. You understand? You don't live towards something. You don't live to a place. You live at a place, okay? So when you're existing at a place, that is e. Now, the other word that you could use is en. Kian, tien, ien, chien, nien. To where? To there. To somewhere. Or if you have the Old English, whither? No, some whither or hither. There's like some old funky words we can use as well. Jetu la pilkon tien. Throw the ball over there. Now, if I said that in English, I could mean stand still, take the ball in your hand, and throw it to the location I'm pointing at. Okay, that is throwing the ball over there. Or you could walk your body over to that location I pointed, and once you arrive at that place, then throw the ball. You see the difference there? Like, wait, technically, but I meant that. But both of them are throwing the ball over there. One is you getting there and then throwing it, or you throwing the ball to there. So here we are standing still and throwing the ball to that place. But if we said jetu la pilkon tie, that would mean get on over there and throw it. Kind of like if you jumped onto a table or you jump on a table. One is getting up onto it, that's sur la tablon, getting onto it. And then if you're already on the table and you're just jumping up and down, that's sur le tableau. Okay? That's the difference between having an N and not having an N. Kien ni iras, to where are we going? All right, there's the guy with the ball. So N as an ending, remember entering. All right, if you're entering a situation, if you're moving towards something, then you want to use an N there. But if you're just stably arrived at a place and you're describing the location, where are you? I'm right here. But if you say, where are we going? We're going there. Put an N at the end, okay? Cool. Next up. How, manner, method. E-L. Kiel, T-L, E-L, Chiel, Niniel. Kiel vi fartas. How you doing? Kai T-L plu. You see the kotopo I've been using? That's our way of saying etc. That literally is Kai T-L plu. And so forth, or so further. In that way, onward, and more of the same, okay? The other words we could add in there if we wanted to. And a way to remember this is well-mannered, okay? The EL here, well-mannered, is talking about the manner, okay? And I drew a boat. I don't think the boat really relates to either of those examples, but I wanted to draw a boat on one of these pages, and I thought I'd put the L with it. You know what I'm saying? All right, next up we have possession. ES. Well, that's cool. There's an ES in there. That'll be easy to remember. Kies, TS, ES, GS, Ninies. All right? Who's that person? Somebody's, nobody's, everybody's. All right? Hodiau estas ES tago de nascijo. Today is somebody's day of birth. It's somebody's birthday. Woo! I think that birthday hat ended up looking a little too much like a wizard's hat. Like it's like a scene from Fantasia, but I hope you can bear with me anyway. Kies donazo estas tiu. Whose gift is that? I don't know. Why don't you skip the birthday boy? Next up, we have the O ending. Objects and situations. Kio, tio, io, chio, ninio. What, that, something, everything, nothing. Kio okazis hiera. What happened yesterday? Mi shatas tion. I like that. Never means people, okay? If you're saying, kio, that does not mean who is that. No, that means what, okay? And it seldom is plural. In fact, it's so seldom that you would correctly have a J at the end, like kioi. That you just probably, if you're actually learning all of these through this video, then it is safe to say you're not ready to put a J at the end of any of these, okay? So just don't pluralize them, because pluralizing is really better used with the U ending, and that's where we are right now. Individuals, okay? That U ending is for individuals and people specifically. Kiu, tiu, iu, niu, chiu, and niniu, okay? Who? That person, or that thing, something, everything, nothing, okay? Chiui vidis shin. Everybody saw her. Mi shatis neniun tablon. I liked no table. I liked none of those tables, okay? So kiu equals which, kio equals what. So if you're talking about a specific one and you're describing a specific which table, kiu tableau, you would use the U ending, but you wouldn't use O and then another follow-up noun, okay? O, the O words kind of like to stay by themselves, just leave them be. Now, I also want to put one other thing out here. With these O endings, yes, you can talk about an object, like what is that? Kio estas tio. Well, it's a ball, it's a plane, it's Superman, whatever. Well, it can't be Superman, that's a U. But you see, it could describe an object. It can also describe a situation. And that is one of the reasons we don't pluralize it, because kio is kind of like saying, you know, what is all of that? Okay? Just that whole picture, all of that stuff I'm seeing over here, that situation over there, what is it? And I could say, oh, I like that. I like all of that. But you wouldn't say, I like that and that. I like that's, right? You would never say that's, but you could say those. So the U ending, pluralizing that is like saying, I like those things. But this here would be like saying, I like that's, and that would be strange, okay? So that's another thing to keep you on the straight and narrow. Here, finally, we have amount, ohm ending, okay? And if you, the way we normally say amount, it sounds more like an ohm mount anyway, so that's easy to remember. Kiom, tiom, iom, chiom, neniom. How much, that much, some, all of it, none of it, okay? Mi perdis neniom da la akvo. I lost none of the water. That's a bucket full of water. Li estis iom felicia. He is somewhat happy. And you can also say iomete. It would mean a little bit. That et kind of diminishes something. So in Spanish, you'd say, oh, do you speak Spanish? Oh, un poco, a little bit. Here we'd say, mi parolas Esperanton iomete. All right, just a little bit, and there you'd have an E ending because you're describing how well you're speaking it, okay? Or you could just say iom as well and say to some degree or some amount. And I believe mi jus finis ciom da la filmeto. I just finished all of the video and all of the lessons. So thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day.